Hey guys, it's me JSG and welcome to a brand new episode of WHOOO MyCareer. If you remember from last episode, I went to Michigan, and today we're playing our first game against UCLA. Okay, but let's go. Hopefully we can have a good game. Ooh, we're projected to go top 5. If we do good, then we'll definitely go lottery. I have a video uploading right now. I actually have a couple, but I'm trying to get last episode up. So my last episode will definitely be up before this episode. So yeah. Now we're actually playing with people like people before the drafts.
And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Now look at UCLA's starting lineup. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
Free passes to Campbell. Here's Free, defended by Jones. Roberts. And it's Michigan with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Good.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Here's UCLA. 6-point game. Jones against Campbell. There's the pass to Fresh. Here's Free, and he's good on the 3-ball. Free's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Freak.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Jones drives in. Here's Knight, and he uses the glass on the lane. Knight's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Starts outside, kicks to Johnson. To the inside. Here's the floater. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
Now, here is Starks. Count that one. Starks has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
On the court for Michigan. Freak in at point guard.
Oh, wow.
Cunningham is out there with Taylor, and it's Jefferson in at the small forward position. Johnson with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Left side, Thomas. On the wing, Starks. The three. Great tee that time from Freak.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
Barton kicks to Johnson. From 12 feet out, and the Bruins tack on 2 more. So Michigan ends up going with the new group.
Oh, we're actually on the bench. Okay. So it goes by, it's 2 halves.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as a skill set.
Pass to Campbell. Here's Looney. Here's Fresh. He has 5 with the fadeaway. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Here's Free. It's deflected. On the wing, Jones. Campbell defending. Freak kicks to Ellis. The 10-footer. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Ellis has got his second basket of the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
Crawford, no one around him. Offensive rebound, the second effort. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Come on, I can defend.
The legendary John Wooden was the coach at UCLA from 1948 until 1975, and Greg, he built his program from obscurity into one of the most storied programs in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he was a fantastic coach, arguably the best of all time, and even a better person by all accounts. I mean, there's a reason why such great awards carry his namesake. He coached a lot of the greats in terms of our game.
Free passes to Morris. Irving attacking. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Bruins going here with a whole new group out there.
pass it in.
The Wolverines leading by 8. Freak, he's in at the point. White is out there with Jones. And it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the 2-guard spot. There's Freak. Barton with the rebound.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
Here's Roberts. And it's Michigan with the rebound. Freak's got his 3rd rebound tonight. The 11-footer. And once again off the mark by Michigan. UCLA trails by 8.
What is this? Look, I'm 3 for 8. That is just...
And that one's good, fresh.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
They're starting to feel it from deep. Let's tighten up our pressure on the perimeter and make those looks tougher to get. We're going to give up the drive, but we have to rotate on the weak side to get there.
Ellis, he's checked in for Michigan. Freeze checked in for UCLA. And Michigan has possession. Crawford kicks to Freak. And there's a minute 45 left here in the second half. Crawford dishes to Smith. Michigan moving it around. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means. And his family cheers him on from heart.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
UCLA trails by 8. Here's Free. The dish now to Roberts. Lets it go from 14. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lets it go with the 3. The shot is off.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
I am. Seriously.
Here's Fresh. Feeds it to Roberts. Here's Free. Pass to Campbell. Here's Free. He's guarded by Ellis. 6 to shoot. UCLA needs to get off a shot. He tries for 3. Free can't get it to go. Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
Freak passes to Smith. And here's Freak. Screen by Smith. Freak kicks to Smith. Jones, no one around him. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second half. Here's Roberts, and the rejection by Smith. And they get it back. He had a nice open look right there. And Michigan has possession. They're leading by 8.
Go! There, yes.
Freak with it. Off the mark. And so it's Michigan winning this one.
Okay. I'll take that. I will take that. Ended up getting a win. Even though I didn't do so well.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94.
Okay,
As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7